I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna call it a night. All right, guys, and then we'll use this as a stencil tomorrow, and we'll cut the final piece. Okay. All right. See you tomorrow. Okay, one last thing before we go. All right, so I'm gonna try to get these fasteners ironed out. All right, so we're using these buttonhead M6s. Yeah, buttonhead M6s, and we want to add a little bit of a spacer so the rivets won't touch the backing. Okay, so it's fine, just a little bit. All right, so these are actually not going to be long enough anymore, so I'm going to take these out, and then I will put the locking. Well, you know what? I have to add a fender washer to this too, so we'll do that also. Okay, we'll take care of all of this before we do the final cut. Okay, so man, that's quite a bit longer. Oh no, that's perfect. That's perfect. I don't know why I thought that was. Let me get 3 of those. Got 3 of those guys, and so I have to take them all out. Okay, be careful not to mess it up, Marlon. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go on like this. Okay. That. Okay. That. Right, and then we're going to have the spacers here. Okay, the 3 spacers. Okay. Then this is going to go on here. Okay. And then I need a fender washer first. I have a bunch of fender washers here, but this table is full of stuff, man. What is going on here, guys? I know, try to clean this shit up, man. Okay, we don't need this. Hopefully we don't need this anymore. I got a bunch of fender washers here. I just need a washer big enough to cover all that grommet here, so. Okay, so this is the nut that was on there before, alright, and it has kind of like a built-in washer, alright, it's a flanged nut, and that's roughly the same size right there, okay, so I'm going to use these smaller washers, okay, so I can save my fender washers for something else. Okay, alright, so we got that, and then we're going to get some locking washers. Okay, 3 of those guys. Okay, we're going to put this like that. I know it's a big sandwich of stuff, man. It's much more complicated than the original gauge. Okay, this one is a little too long, but that's fine. There's really nothing behind this anyway, so it could be as long as you want it, Merlin. Oh, well, I forgot the split lock washer, see? Okay. Put a split locker there. Okay, we gotta be proper, guys. Proper. Okay, flat washer, split lock washer, nut. Okay, other flat washer, split lock washer. Okay, and there you got it. Just make it hand tight for now. All right, and that's it, guys. Yeah, it's good to have a little extra back here. All right, there's a little extra peeking out back here, but the when we cut the plastic, it's probably going to be thicker than this. Okay, guys. I mean, this will work right now, but yeah, it can't be too thick too because we're going to rivet it. So Okay, and then so there's plenty of room to put rivets back here. As long as we're not around where the bolts are, we'll be fine. Okay, so that's all I got for tonight, guys. All right, so now we got the fasteners all ironed out, and I got these spacers. I didn't want to use these aluminum spacers, all right, guys, because they're kind of, in my opinion, they're a little too fancy for this project. But I had them lying around. I bought a whole bunch of them for the Redshift, and I only used like 2 of them or something. Okay. Okay, so that's the kind of that's a rough draft, okay? And then the final will be when we cut the plastic piece and we put it on there, right? And then we'll put the brackets on there. Okay, and then the gauge. Okay, we're gonna have to cut some kind of hole, so this will be in here. All right. I think we will do that. Yeah, like just like right there. There's plenty of space. Or like right here, anywhere, as long as it's a far, kind of away from the bolt. It doesn't even have to, like, you can just leave it open on one end if you wanted to, man. It just has to fit in here. Okay. Alright, anyway, we'll figure that out tomorrow. Alright, so when we, so we got to cut the dash out. Alright, drill the holes in the dash, and then we start mounting the brackets for the display, and then the brackets for the battery monitor. Okay, cool. Alright, see you tomorrow. Alright, here's Meg here. It's the next day, and we're going to go finally make this dash, okay? So we got everything all measured out and, you know, stenciled out and everything. And then now we're going to go cut the final piece, alright? And then hopefully mount the display today. Alright, both the displays. Alright, there she is. Alright, I'm going to go take it back out, and then we're going to go draw the template on the material we're going to use for the dash, and then we're going to cut it out. Alright, it does look crooked, huh? I kind of wish it was more up that way, but that's okay. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect, man. The gauge is going to be there anyways. Okay, I'm going to go get it out, and then, yeah, we'll trace the cut. Alright guys, so another thing I thought about, or I had a brilliant idea, is instead of making brackets, why not just use this? I could use, I don't have any other use for this, guys, so I could just take the, oh, it's the other direction though. Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh yeah, it will work. It will work if we use the bolts. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, so what to do is just drill 2 holes and then just screw the bolts in from the other side of the thing. It should work, right? So we can still use this. We just won't use this half. We'll just take this half off and take these spacers out, and then we'll drill 2 holes or 4 holes because we're gonna have 2 of them, right? And then we'll mount this on the dash. I think that'll work, guys. All right, so maybe we can do that. That way, I you know, it's not like we're utilizing this. Okay, so I won't use those bracket things in it anymore. Okay. Oh well. Okay, I got it back off. Now we'll take out all these bolts here and then start the tracing. Okay, so I've decided we're going to use this, alright, because I have like a bunch of these, so I might as well use them. This one's a tad bit thicker, alright, this one is not so thick. Let me see what we're working with here. Alright, but I've already used some of it for another project. It's a 2.74 millimeters, which is a 1/10 of an inch thick. Alright, not thick at all. Alright, but it should hold the gauge fine. As long as it's not too long. Look at that, it's not that floppy. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna have to put this somewhere where we can get to everything. Damn it, too bad we can't do this one. It's a little too long. So I just have to line this edge up here. It's difficult. I'm trying to hold it, man, so it doesn't move. Trace it kind of lightly. Okay, So we'll try to cut inside of that, and then we're gonna make the marks for the holes. Oops, I moved it a little bit. Let me see if I can get a better pen. There we go. Okay. Make sure it's all lined up. Okay, there you go. Alright, that's what we got to cut out. Like I said, unfortunately we couldn't use this part because I'd already cut some of it off, but we can use that for something else. Okay, so let me show you what tool we're going to use to cut this, alright? Because it's a tool that I haven't used in a long time, and I'm happy to finally put it to use. Okay, check it out. A scroll saw, alright? It's called a scroll saw, but I call it a jigsaw, alright? So you could use that to make all these bends and stuff, alright, pretty easily. Alright, I have the jigsaw, the one that, like, you know, the hand operated one, but I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that the table one is a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna use that. Alright, that's my dad's scroll saw, and he hasn't used it since I can freaking remember. Alright, since we had our since we didn't even live in this house. So, and I fixed it. So the story is, I fixed it a while ago. I lost a little thing that holds the blade here, all right, the bracket, the mount, and then I found out I found on AliExpress a replacement one, all right. But I don't think they make these anymore. It's a Dremel 16-inch variable speed scroll saw. Okay, so you just pull this thing here, and it'll speed up or slow down however much you need. I don't know, let's keep it at like 1400 RPM. Sounds good. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use to cut it right now, okay? Okay, let's get this party started, alright? I'm going to just to cut it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll speed up the video. Hopefully Haze Mega still knows how to use this thing. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't get it on video. Cut it. Alright, ja-ja, there it is, guys, alright. I'm not gonna lie, I'm out of practice, man. It was kind of hard to cut this thing, man. But yeah, it cut right through it and even kind of melted it a bit. It's not as smooth as I want it to be, but hey, that's why I have a grinder, okay, guys? So we'll grind it smooth, alright? So yeah, man, I kind of... And also, it would melt the plastic, and it would like kind of glue itself back together. So I had to like break it off after. Okay, so yeah, what I'll probably do is round off the edges a little bit. I'll kind of make this final cut here. It was kind of hard to do 90-degree cuts with it, but that should be easy to do with like a cutting wheel. All right, so we'll use the cutting wheel or the grinder. I'll smoothen it out, and then we'll punch the holes in. Okay. All right. Okay, I smoothed it out as best as I can. I'll get a knife and try to get the rest of this stuff off. All right, it doesn't look professional, guys, but okay, looks like something some guy made in his garage, which is exactly what it is. Okay, let's punch the holes through it. Okay, I'm gonna go drill some holes in this bad boy. Should I center punch it first? Yeah, I can center punch it. It won't crack or anything. This is some really strong plastic, guys. It's high density polyethylene, I think. Okay. We'll try to punch the center as best as I can. Okay, there we go. It's done. I don't think there's anything else left to do other than mount the stuff on it. Okay, but let's go install it back on the bike. All right, and see how it fits the final cut here. All right, let's get this checkering on it and stuff. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. There's a holes line up. I think it's this way, yeah. Yeah, they look like they line up for the most part. The keyword is for the most part. Alright, so we're gonna put the bolts first. Alright. And we're gonna take it back out. And we're gonna put the spacers in. So I'm gonna hold it this way so they don't fall out. Oh, see, it's falling out. Okay, now we put it back on this guy. Okay, and there's some room for play in there, so it's adjustable. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take it back out anyways, but this is the first test fit of the final draft. Okay. See how it all comes together. It's a little thicker than the cardboard, but I think it'll be fine. I think we'll still have extra. Okay, I'm gonna just do it hand tight first. Okay, now we'll go put it on the bike. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. All right, that's the Hayes Omega Spec WR250R dash. Okay, there it is. All right. So yeah. So now the next thing, it fits. All right. It's tight here like it was before, man. Like I can't even get my fingernail in there unless we're pushing on the number plate. But that's okay. It moves a little bit. All right. So that's fine. Okay. So it's okay. It's a little flexy, you know. That's good. That's how we want it. All right. And it's also this also works as a vibration dampener. All right. So you can see the gauge while you know the bike is moving and stuff. All right. So that's good. That's why they had those grommets there. Okay, guys. Okay. So now we got to figure out where we're going to mount the gauge. All right. So I think what we got to do is we got to take it out from this thing, man. All right. Let me take it out.